Now, the third factor is shares. How do you actually boost your shares? And there's a bunch of ways, but I'm going to show you one here, which is adding shock factor to your videos. If we take a look at this GIF again, it's basically boiling hot water, which this guy spills over his hand, and then the video just keeps going until nothing, until nothing happened. So what happened here is just this shock moment which you have, you want to share that with your friends, and videos like this get significant boosts in shares. And this is also something which is just going to be very helpful along the way if you just know these things and have all these things in your repertoire which you can just use to go viral on demand. It's the same thing we did with Mikey. Now, all the algorithm stuff is really complicated and really boring, and I don't want to say all of that on stage here, but basically you need to not mess up anything in terms of the algorithm. If you get shadow banned, it's really tough to recover from that. So if you want to avoid all the all the shadow bans and have the right VPN strategies, basically learn everything in terms of the algorithm, just DM me the word organic on Instagram, Michael_Bernstein. I'm going to send everything your way for free. Now, let's talk to the more advanced people here. If you already make money, here's how you scale. The number one thing is increasing your store visitors, or marketing. And the second thing is increasing your profit per visitor. Now, obviously, that's easier said than done, so here's exactly how you do it. First of all, increasing profit per visitor on your website. It's extremely important to understand that the conversion rate on your website and the average order value don't go separately. They're all going hand in hand. If you do something to boost the conversion rate, but the average order value drops, that is not good. If it's the other way, it's also not good. You have to find the sweet spot. And that number is profit per visitor. And you probably don't even track that number, but this is the only number we do when evaluating split tests. So I could tell you about all the things like FOMO, urgency, and social proof, all these things which you've probably heard about a million times. But the truth is, you've heard of it, and there are a few things which are just actual needle movers, which just change everything and double or triple your conversion rate, all right? The first thing is quiz funnels or pre-sales pages. What we've seen is that if you add a quiz before your product page, 80% of people click through the quiz, which on paper shows that 20% of the traffic just gets lost. But that is not the case, because in reality, the people who get to the product page, they feel like you're having the perfect product for them. You've went through an entire quiz, and the product all of a sudden feels very personalized, which boosts the conversion rate like crazy.